That we've just had this coronavirus pandemic. Well, we're still in lockdown, I guess, but obviously it's been going on for about 4 months, I think now. So a lot of people have just turned 16 in this time. So a lot of people turning 16 and want to join the gym, as that's usually the 16's usually the age that you've got to be to join a gym, just for like body development reasons and for like it covers their insurance better or something like that. Basically, I'm just gonna say this video like out there because a lot of the time what happens is people join the gym at a young age, so 16 early teens, and then they leave because they never had a strict plan or idea or goal. It was too vague and too ambitious, and there were no little steps to it. And sometimes they had no advice, and if they did, it would be wrong advice or random advice that they're not actually putting into practice. So if they had the right advice, they wouldn't actually follow it. So basically what I'm saying is, before you go to the gym, if you're planning on joining when they open on the 25th, you need to get plans and ideas and goals sorted. So like if you've got a goal to be, I don't know, let's just say add 15 kilograms to your weight before the end of the year, then you've got to have smaller goals. So like a pound a week or a pound and a half a week is usually a goal, or a pound a month. It depends on your age, because if you just started to train, you get what you call newbie gains, so you'll be able to increase your mass a lot faster than someone who's been lifting for 3 to 4 years. So if you're just starting out, turning 16, which is who this video is pretty much for, then you will probably have newbie gains unless you've been training at home previously. But yeah, so if you're wanting to obviously add just body mass in general, so hypertrophy training, you're going to want to look for plans, training, like, just the plans in general, so, rep ranges, the form, the sets, all that kind of stuff. But then you're going to not want to only know that, but do it properly. So don't be straight away thinking heavier is bigger. You want to be doing the correct form, because that matters more than the actual weight that you're lifting. Because you'll see a lot of the time, sometimes a skinny guy can actually lift more than a big guy, but that can be due to different types of training, obviously, because there is strength and hypertrophy. But what I'm saying to you in this video is, you need strict plans and goals. So instead of just saying be 20 kilograms by September or December, say add a pound a month, and then you're going to have lists of what muscle group you're going to do per day. Just don't just think of it on the day, because then you're going to have muscle imbalances. Like you might have a really well developed chest but skinny legs, or like big arms but a small back, just something like that. It needs to be balanced. So 1 to 2 muscle groups per day is usually the more popular plan that people go with. I wouldn't really say there is a right answer to this, because a lot of people do say, oh, biceps are secondary to shoulders and chest secondary to blah blah blah, all that kind of thing, but it doesn't really matter, just because they are different muscle groups at the end of the day. That sometimes they are slightly assisted, but it makes no difference. So 1 to 2 muscle groups a day, and that's an okay plan, what a lot of people follow. Another plan is, what you can do is push-pull days. So obviously your chest is a push muscle, your back is a pull muscle, so you do them on separate days. So you do, for your triceps, that's pushing, but your biceps is pulling, so you do them on different days. If you know what I'm saying. So the muscles that you use to push, you do them in a day, and then the muscles what you use to pull, you do them in a day, and then you keep swapping around like that. And obviously, if you choose to rest or not, but you probably should at least have one rest day. Most people do. I have Sunday off. So that's what you should be doing. So you need the right advice, the right plans. You need the right goals and small goals. And you need to actually put that advice to practice. So don't just watch a video on YouTube and assume that you're going to get gains from watching that. You want to actually do it yourself. So practice, practice, practice. And then you just need to stick to your plan and be consistent, because You can build a lot of weight quick being a new beginnings lifter, but then you can lose that weight fast as well if you're not training. So you need to make sure you're consistent, otherwise you're going to build muscle to lose muscle and you're going to struggle to put it back on because you've already wasted that like beginner level of muscle mass building. So you need to be consistent from the beginning in order to get as big as you can, as fast as you can. So anyway, yeah, main message of this video, before you start the gym on the 25th, just make sure that you've got plans set ahead, otherwise you're going to lose motivation a lot faster than you realise.